The president, first of all, he said that there are some forces that are trying to divide Turkey, and he said that those who are trying to do that would face the military might of Turkey. Now, also, of course, the context here is the PKK terrorist group and its affiliates that are trying to create and maintain what Ankara refers to as the terror corridor in northern Syria. President Erdogan there said that Turkey will take action and will not allow anyone to threaten the security of Turkey. And earlier the president had said that for Turkey it's pertinent that the territorial integrity of Syria is maintained. Now, the president also responded to earlier criticism from European Commission that had referred to the Afrin operation as an occupation. The president there said that those who have colonized and enslaved Africa have no right to try and claim moral high ground and criticize Turkey that has no such history. He's also criticized some domestic elements without naming. It seems quite clear that he was referring to the leader of the main opposition party, CHP, where he said that it was clear that when he arrived, the leader of the opposition, when he arrived in Istanbul on the day of the coup attempt, he just managed to walk through and he was not harmed. And of course, this is something previously the president has criticized. He called on the people of Amasya to bear that in mind, of course, and this comes in the backdrop of the coming elections.
You mentioned relations with the European Commission and the EU there. Obviously, there's a standoff now with the U.S. as well. Washington digging their heels, saying they won't be retreating their troops from the city of Manbij in Syria. Turkey saying that after Afrin is taken, they will move that fight against the YPG to Manbij. How do you see their relations going forward? What challenges do they face?
Well, officials here in Ankara have been saying that for the last few years, they've been trying to ensure that they're taking the allies on board as far as the changing dynamics of the security dynamics are concerned, particularly in this region. But at the same time, they're saying that there have been promises from some of the allies, but there has been no action. For example, in the context of the United States, Turkey has been saying that the U.S. should not support the Syrian affiliate of the PKK terror group, and that there are viable options that will face and defeat Daesh. And Turkey proved this in the Operation Euphrates Shield when it cleared areas of Azaz and beyond within a very short time span. So Turkey has been arguing that terrorist organizations connected to the PKK should not be supported because they're going to pose a security threat to Turkey and also to Syria's territorial integrity. Earlier, Turkish officials have said that during the last few years, some 700 attacks were carried out on Turkey from Afrin alone. So it seems, and what Ankara is saying, is that some of the allies have not paid heed to those concerns of Turkey, and now Turkey has no option but to ensure that it acts unilaterally under international law, of course, to protect its national security.